exactly right for exactly right for
Yeah. Sometimes when I try to reason, yeah, you don't seem to listen at all. Yeah. I don't know if it's just a feeling, yeah, or if we are about to fall. Yeah, come on. If we stay here longer, we'll come back, but I we'll come back. I'll find us another treasure. Yeah, come on. To hold on to through the storm. And I know love is hard to measure, but with you I can see its form. Yeah. We'll come back, stand fast. We'll come back, but I know we're stronger if we stay here longer. We'll come back, but I we'll come back, stand fast. We'll come back, but I know we're stronger if we stay here longer. We'll come back, but I we'll come back.
Hi, shipheads! I'm the Ship Show Mule, and it's Bug-October, and I've been looking for chickens to do Bug-Oct videos with, but there ain't any around here. I hope you're having better luck, and don't forget to send in your videos. But before we start the show, I got a joke for you. How does a jackass Bug-Oct? I'm not sure, but you're about to find out as we begin another episode of the Ship Show.
The Ship Show.
Hey guys, Tom Bergeron coming to you from my backyard. Let me get into my character here. Hello there, shipheads. It's your old pal Tom. Speaking of old pals, I just wanted to drop in and say hi to my friends John and York. Hope you guys are doing well. Anyways, Enjoy the ship show, Coop. Much like my shows, it will be epic. Then I'm supposed to make a chicken sound. That's a step too far. All the best, you guys. Take care. Stay safe.
Ha! Just kidding. Gotcha.
You.
We got sound. We were just playing to see if anybody would notice.
Yeah. We are here.
What's up, everybody?
I'm saying turn on the mic. Yeah.
Gotcha. Look at.
Unless they really can't hear us now.
Well, they can, but look at us gesticulating in the background. Let's get rid of that background there. Yes. Give me a minute. I'll fix that. We'll get rid of that.
Whoa.
There we go. How's that?
Oh.
Uh-oh. There we go. They're saying the sync is off. Oh, great. Just great. I know how to fix that.
Do you?
Yes, I do. I had to change something the other day. See if this fixes anything. Boom. If not, we're in for trouble. Okay.
Jaws said, Mr. Jaws said, eat this now. I'm seeing double.
All
Is that
right.
like an autocorrect? I learned that in Jamaica. When you've had too much of a certain thing that is famous in Jamaica, to eat a spoonful of honey. So go eat some honey.
Just a spoonful of honey makes the medicine go down. If you know what I'm saying. Fixed. Okay. The sync issue is fixed. Okay, cool. I had to change the sync for a Zoom call so that I would be synced in Zoom. Whatever. You guys don't want to hear about it. Did you like our little trick? Huh? How do we look? Do we look? I wouldn't expect that we look too much different, but is the video quality good?
Tess said we look sexy.
Well, that's always whether we got a good camera or a bad camera, right? Megan says the sync is fixed, John, but your jersey sure isn't.
I agree.
I don't know if she's talking about me or you.
Well, I don't have a jersey on.
Oh, good point. Dang it.
You should just take it off.
Take it off. I ain't taking it off. Go Buckeyes, baby. First week. This week. We'll see how long they play, but
Yeah, I'm excited. Big Ten football finally catches up with the rest of the nation and starts.
yes.
Excited.
Nautical Nurse Nancy says, you look crisp enough to eat. The reason I ask, friends, is well,
You see that comment from Donnie? Are we in 4K?
no.
Video looks amazing.
No, we are not in 4K, but what we are is on my new camera.
Oh, snap.
You know what I'm saying? The Sony A7S III, baby. And it is coming in at 1080p at 30 frames per second, if you must know. But
Nice.
I didn't get to adjust any of the settings of my new camera. I know Doodles tends to get bored when I start talking camera specs, but hey, listen, first of all, I'm a nerd to my core. And to be able to use this new camera that has a full-size HDMI port in it, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
I know when Amazon showed up, it was that.
Yes. Yeah, it wasn't Amazon, but yes, you're right.
Excellent.
Let me turn that off. Okay.
Well, shipheads, hello. How are you? Good to see everybody.
Welcome to the Ship Show, everyone. Glad you're here.
Yep.
I know some of you are probably coming fresh off of the Traveling with Bruce live stream, who had a special guest. Now, I don't know if they're still live. We had to bug out.
Or D&G. Yep.
What?
Or D&G Explorers.
What about it?
They go live for us too.
Oh, D&G. I was thinking
Yeah.
D&B, Dave and Brandy.
No.
Yes,
But
that's
they're
right.
Here.
That's right.
Hey, D&B. And
D&B. So I don't know if they're still live over there. I don't see Sharon at C in here just yet. But hey, whatevs. If they do go too long, I'll have a little chat with Bruce over there at TWB. I'm watching you. Just kidding. What am I going to say to Bruce? He's going to be like, oh, the
He's
ship show.
He's like, who are you guys?
Yeah, the ship show. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a ship show. All right. Leanne says, yes, they are still live.
That's because Jamie's still yapping away.
Well, yeah, yes.
Sharon's sitting there going,
Oh, Cruise Tips TV was live as well. Okay, I got you. So it's a busy night here in YouTubeville.
yeah.
So-
But speaking of which,
Which?
do you watch YouTube to like learn how to fix ship?
Yes.
I did. I have learned how I fixed my dishwasher and I fixed my leaf blower, like small engine repair work
Oh, nice. Good for
via
you.
YouTube, and I was blown away. I'm so proud of myself, but then I also am very happy to have YouTube land,
Well, that is true. Me too.
mostly for all y'all. But
I use YouTube for everything. Editing questions, all that stuff. Papa Moses says, do I need to send some people to abduct my SAS family? Now let them go. You know what I'm saying? They'll be here. They'll be here.
yeah, they will.
They'll be here, I'm sure. So hopefully, I'm expecting traveling with Bruce to be like, yeah, everybody go tune into the ship show. But we were watching for a little bit. It was good.
We were, yeah.
Bruce knows how to bring in a guest. That's one of the things that I still struggle with. But we'll get there.
Struggle with what?
Getting guests in and having the audio sank.
And all the editing.
Yes. Speaking of editing, I was a little nostalgic today, Doodles, because right now at this time, 2 years ago, Kelly and I were on our first cruise, just the two of us.
Ooh.
Just the two of us. And we went on Mariner of the Seas.
Yep.
And that video in the intro was my first crack at actual like trying to make a B-roll type video
gotcha.
segment. And I look at it and it's kind of funny because it's like, whew, boy, I didn't really know a whole lot back then, but it's still a fun video watching all those guys belly flop. And some of them I noticed Liz said that they were no good, which you were right. And I graded them accordingly. Somebody said I lost my thumb, but that's just because, But yeah. I don't know this Bruce thug. I'm thinking he's not to be trusted, says Papa Mozo. You could be right. So we have a lot going on this evening. First of all,
Seemingly.
yes, we have.
On paper.
Yeah. See, look, there's a lot going on, but you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of stuff. We do have a very special guest for you this evening.
We do.
So that should be exciting. They'll be joining us here in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Sharon at Sea just finished. Oh, look, there they are. Way to go, guys. We saw you on there for a little bit.
Yep.
I was frantically getting ready for the show like I do. You know how I am. So
We had a lot of stuff to do. We had to, have a shot. We had to
yes,
get the camera, whatever.
we had to record their. Jamie, you missed our big gag scene. You'll have to go back tomorrow if you get a free minute and check it out. That was we had to film this little gag scene in the minutes leading up to the show, and
Well, we had to set the doobobber on the doohickey of the camera.
right. And then I had to restart because the freaking computer was being silly.
Yeah, the widget on the soundboard was all turduckened. So
Good. I like the jargon here.
yeah,
I do like the jargon.
it just means I know nothing about any of this,
Well,
and I rely on John Boy.
that's all right. I'm going to turn something off. You know what? I've decided that I don't like this on here.
What?
Let me see if I can find it right here. I don't like that
Are you taking
anymore.
me off?
No, I just got rid of that count up there. We don't need all that. Rachel, I see your message. Worry not. The package was received.
Nancy Fields was timed out.
Uh-oh.
Flamingo Pam coming in hot.
I see our moderator, Flamingo Pam. She's out there. Glad to have you back. Hope everything's going well for you and yours. So, okay. So, first of all, let's really quickly, Doodles, get to the, oh boy, would you look at that?
Oh boy.
Would you just look
in the
at
month
that?
of Bug-October, we have a super chat. Those mean even more in the month of Bug-October.
Yes, agreed.
Margaret Wilson, thank you so much for always being here and, of course, for the super chat. We love you. Thank you.
What did she say anything? Was there a
No, she's just
okay?
She's there. She's letting us know she's hanging with us.
Margaret Wilson is a lamb. Indeed, she is. And for that, what do we have for you? I think let's just start it off like this. Oh God, why did it do that?
You have a disco mask on.
Why? Look at me. I'm a ghost. Disco dancing. Wonder why I played that twice. But let's get to it here. Let's say hi to everybody because I want to make sure we've got food. We've got a taste test we're going to do that could be pretty gross that you all might like. We got a guest. I've got a charcuterie board.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's always a good thing.
That we're going to bust out. And I have a special letter that I'm about to read from a fellow member of the coop here in a second. So let's say hi to everybody.
Okay.
Let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. For those that can dance and clap your hands to it. Okay. Adventures of David and Aaron are here, always on the move. Josh, how you doing, buddy? Amy, Franzak, Anthony, Simone. Or is it Simone?
Simonier.
Simonier.
Anthony Simonier, the sommelier.
Carla McClendon, Chris Goo. I watched Lolita Loca last night, and there was a bit of confusion on how to pronounce it, but I straightened them out.
You know it's goo.
It's goo. Christopher Brown, China Pearl's here. Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little. Welcome. Cruising for food. Daniel Donnelly, Dave, and Brandy's Excursions.
Oh, hey, how the heck are you guys?
David Momberger, there's a new name. Welcome to the Ship Show. Glad to have you. Dewey Ski, Donnie Luke, Flamingo Pam.
Thank you, Flamingo Pam, for being here.
Gina Bird, Griff Girl 8's here. You know who that is? That is my cousin.
Alyssa Griffin?
No.
Oh.
It could be, but it's not. That is my cousin.
Okay.
So glad to have you. Hank Shannon's here. Jaws in the place.
Hey, what is
all
happening?
over the place.
Jaws,
Welcome
how
to
are you?
the Ship Show. Glad to have you coming at us live and direct from Chicago metro area. Jerry Dietrich's here. Johnny B. from Bella Traveling Adventures, who's got the news you need when you need the news now.
Not us.
Not us.
Johnny B.
Bella Traveling Adventures. Kevin Brubaker's in the house. Kevin Counts. Leanne. Franciscone is in the house. I'm sure Brian's there in his chair.
Yep.
Leanne, I just said that. Life is good today. Lindy Lou's here. Welcome.
Oh, come on.
Lindy Lou. We're so glad you made it tonight so I could sing to you.
I thought when you just said Lindy Lou, that was it. I was like,
I know.
come on now.
No, I can do better than that. I just edited some
edited
footage of Lindy Lou at Tom's Urban the other day. So,
Were you singing?
yes, I sure was. Of course.
Were you giving her your draws?
No, she kept them.
Nice.
Lisa Ely's here. Liz Breen, the mother hen. Where is the mother hen's little thing? Everything got moved around, and now I can't find it.
Well, and you need it in like alphabetical order or something.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? But here's the thing. Now, I'm not going to get into the nerds
She's crafty.
stuff. Next week, we're going to be coming at you live and direct with some new software that's going to revolutionize everything until it messes up and we switch back to Streamlabs again. Welcome, Liz. Margaret Wilson, Michigan mom. How you doing?
She might like state.
I've
It's
got
okay.
2 words for you. And those 2 words are Go Buckeyes. Mike Cray is here. Nautical Nurse Nancy. Let us not forget the vlog father himself, Papa Mozo.
Papa Mozo. Hey, Dad.
Check out Papa Mozo out there in YouTubeville. He's putting out daily videos to make you smile, positivity,
Inspiration.
inspiration, Mountain Dew. He's got it all. Paul Atta's here. Puppy the cat. Rachel loves Disney. Rachel, really creative travel. Rob from Life with Favor is here. Welcome,
I'll
Robert.
play you this week, brother.
Listen, you're gonna
It's about to
lose.
go down.
He is a freaking beast at
No,
fantasy
dude,
football.
you beat me this week.
Trust me, Robert beats everyone.
Oh, you're saying I'm gonna lose?
Yes, yes.
Well, I thought you were like bragging about
No.
your buddy here.
Well, I'm sorry, but Robert's just a juggernaut. Ruth Todd's here.
Hey, Ruth.
Welcome. Puppy the cat. See the world with Chris. Sexy hair is here.
Oh,
Look
I know
at you.
Who that is.
You.
I know who that is.
You.
Hey, Rick. Good to see you.
How you doing, buddy? Shauna Snow, Sue Connor, That Cruise Life, The Ship Show,
You're here.
Tiffany Longino, Longino.
I like Longino. I like Longino. I just do.
I think a minute ago you said something different, Longine something, but I'm going to leave that
I like
alone.
Longino.
And Tiffany Peacock. Welcome, everyone,
Tiffany
one and all.
Peacock?
That's right.
Tiffany Peacock.
My best friend, Tiffany. That would be Rachel Loves Disney's good friend. So speaking of Rachel Loves Disney, we got a nice letter from her, and I would like to, read it for y'all if you don't mind,
So
because
here it goes.
she took the time. Now, some of this is hard to see because it's so bright in here. Hey, Ship Show. Hope you guys are doing well. You guys are one of my favorite channels to watch on YouTube. I love you guys. You guys have inspired me to become a YouTuber myself. Doodles, you are so funny. I want to thank you guys for saving my life. I hope you guys like the drawings and stuff I send you. Absolutely. I wish I could give you guys the biggest hug ever. I could watch all of your videos and never, ever get bored. I want to thank you. Well, thank you. Whenever you both message me, it makes my day. I wish I had money to buy a Ship Show merch, but I don't. Worry not. We'll take care of that. With a letter like this, you got to get something, right?
I got some socks
But I will.
ready for you.
Yes,
I do.
I will support you. I will support you guys till the day I die. I hope to meet you guys in person and give you guys the biggest hug ever because you guys changed my life. I love interacting with other YouTubers in your chats. It's amazing. I love it when you guys open mail on stream. You guys are so amazing and talented people. You guys are amazing. Love, Rachel Loves Disney.
Aw.
And it says, love ya, John, Doodles, and the Rooster. Doodles, you are so funny. A bugger. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel. We love you.
Yes.
What a great letter.
Made my day.
Yeah. Dang
that
nabbit.
It's always nice when people appreciate what you do and they take the time, to do just a little thing like that. That's amazing.
Thank you, Rachel. Rachel, you are a sweetheart. We love you too. We cannot wait to meet you in person as well.
Hank Shannon's here. Welcome, Hank.
Virtual hug.
Nancy
Virtual
Fields.
hug. Nancy's not timed out anymore.
I don't know what happened. That was probably an accident because you know what? I've done that by accident myself. I've accidentally hit a button and one time I blocked somebody from a channel and I had to go back and undo it. So
I just saw hashtag free Nancy Fields.
yeah, I don't know what happened there. Trust me, I'm sure, Nancy, it wasn't deliberate. Unless you were dropping a bunch of eggplants like Donnie Luke likes to do. So
You know what I didn't see today?
Spikers Crazy Adventures. That's who you didn't see. They're here.
Oh, I didn't see them. I also didn't see a typical introductory. There was a missing intro. I didn't see tonight.
It was in there.
Did I not see it?
Are you talking about from Sir Paul Atta?
Yeah.
Yes, he was the Ship Show mule.
I didn't see it.
Yes. Yeah.
Dang nabbit. Oh well.
He was the Ship Show mule, and he was stuck in the pasture trying to find chickens to record a Bug October video with.
So,
But there weren't any there.
I'll give this another view and I'll watch it after the show.
There you go.
There you go.
I like it. Or I can just show it to you on my computer. So, oh, Tiffany's asking for a replay. You know, I probably should just put that in there. And
Tiffany Longino would like you to play it again.
okay, well, it's gonna be a minute. So that here, I'll do it. Y'all want to see it?
There's no.
I'll do it.
This isn't on demand.
Here we go. That's for you.
Hi, shipheads. I'm the Ship Show Mule, and it's Bug-October, and I've been looking for chickens to do Bug-Oc videos with, but there ain't any around here. I hope you're having better luck, and don't forget to send in your videos. But before we start the show, I got a joke for you. How does a jackass Bug-Oc? I'm not sure, but you're about to find out as we begin another episode of the Ship Show.
The thing is, I don't know when it ends. Oh, there it is. So there you have it. Papa Moses says, watch your language with the dag nabbit. Life is good today is here. Okay. All right. Let's get to it, Doodles. We got a lot to do.
We do.
I got the munchies a little bit.
Well, we've got 1 minute until something happens.
Okay. Would you mind grabbing something out of the fridge?
Oh, you want some
Charcuterie?
You want some Whore's Divorce?
Whore's Divorce. I want some charcuterie. And I'll tell you what we're going to do in a little while. Little spoiler alert. We've got this bag of candy corn, which you know everybody hates. But this is special candy corn. The flavors are crazy. Green beans, roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, ginger glazed carrot, sweet potato pie, and stuffing. And if that wasn't enough, we've got these zombie Skittles that have regular flavors, but also the flavor of a butt tart as well. So, well, we're going to test that out and see if that plays well on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. So, Robert from Life with Favor says, gross. Hey, look at that. No maps needed travels here. Welcome to the Ship Show. Megan Hatter wants a Schitt's Creek meme. We might be able to work on that.
Just look at it.
Oh, my God. Look at it. Yes. We've got some charcuterie.
Because we've got someone we're going to talk to here.
Uh-oh.
And we need some snackins.
We need some snacky doodles.
Yep, that's right.
All right. So, what we've got here is some uncured pork, tequila lime pork. We've got some mozzarella. We've got some blue cheese. We've got some horseradish bacon cheese. We've got some goat cheese.
Horseradish bacon cheese?
We've got some
right now.
air-dried something or other. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Now, the caller is on the line, but I need the caller to stand by because no one can hear him or see him. I'll bring him in right now. Just give me a minute. Give me 1 moment. There we go. Caller, can you hear me? Oh, God, what's going on? There we go. Can you hear us? No, he cannot. How about now? Uh-oh, we've got a problem. Hold on.
Is it Bluetoothing through the
I fixed it.
soundboard?
Now it is. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Who do we got on the phone? No, not that. Well, yes. This is who's on the phone. But really. Oh, why isn't that showing?
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. Let me get rid of
G'day,
this.
Knackers. What's going on?
Let me get rid of this and see if I can get this to go away. This should be the picture of the person, but it's not there. That's frustrating. Oh, that's why. There we go. Look at him.
Yep.
Would you look at that? Look at that sexy beast on the phone. Paul Atta, thank you for joining us tonight. We find your journey in Canada, Australia, and Fiji to be fascinating. And we're going to put you in the hot seat, as people say, tonight. So we hope you're ready.
All right. I'm warmed up. Let's go.
First of all, let me just say thank you for all of your contributions to the intro. For those of you who don't know who are watching, Sir Paul Atta is the man responsible for all those hilarious intro videos before the show starts.
And he's been a big part of the channel and Facebook group from just about the beginning, providing a lot of humor, jabs at both John and I, which we appreciate and we enjoy.
Yep.
But I just find him fascinating in general, almost like he shares a little bit, but almost like an enigma.
Yeah.
He is part of our law firm.
Yeah, he's
that sometimes prosecutes us as well.
It's funny. we're on retainer, but sometimes they go after us when it suits them, especially when Jamie
Well, you
throws
gotta-
a little money under the table.
Well, sometimes you got to pay your retainer too, right?
Well, I figured the payment was just the entertainment you get from this amazing show.
We can we can renegotiate.
Okay, fair enough.
Perfect.
Tess Almond is here. She says, I have to watch the playback later to see what I missed.
Well, we need to go. Paul, I'm just so fascinated with your life, and I feel like we don't know that much about. We know little blurbs, right?
Yeah.
But you're from Australia, but where originally are you from in Australia?
So yeah, originally I'm from Melbourne, just outside of Melbourne there. So that's where I was born and raised for forever until about 18 years ago. I decided to take a year off and head over to hang out with a couple of friends in Canada. And it's been a long 18 years.
So you've been in Canada. So you've been in Canada that long, and was it literally just the thought of going to another country and hanging out with some pals to get you over there? Is that what happened?
Pretty much. I was working in Melbourne, and I was traveling probably 5 to 6 flights a week for almost 6 years straight. And I was kind of tired and sick of traveling for everyone else instead of myself. And that's where I just bit the bullet and said, you know what, I'm just going to take a year off and do nothing. And so I organized everything. A few months later, I landed in Toronto. And 3 days after that, I snapped my humerus in half, slipping on the ice. So that was a good introduction
That's not
to the
humorous.
Canadian healthcare system.
He
No, it
broke his
wasn't funny.
humerus.
And that's not humorous.
Right. Sorry.
No,
Okay, it's funny now, but
yeah.
but yeah. So
Not so much at the time.
you know that happens, and you meet someone, you fall in love, and you end up staying in Canada, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
It's always a woman, or vice versa.
That's
You
true.
That's
And then
usually-
that love ends. No.
Wonder if Paul is using one of those prepaid long distance calling cards, says Big Pap. Sexy Hair says he wants to know when all this madness started. I assume he's talking about this ship show, but if he's talking about tonight, we started at 9. If he's talking about the show, we started about a year and 2 months ago.
Yeah, that's
Something like that. And
Paul-
look at us now.
And Paul, and Paul was pretty much there at the beginning.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Paul is definitely OG in the ship show family for sure. So everyone's digging Paul's voice.
So Paul, you go to Toronto, but now you're in like the most obscure place in northern Canada.
Yeah.
How the heck did you
Yeah, I
get
sort
there?
of. Well, I took a job with the company that I work for now, and we operate retail locations in really remote, underserved communities in northern Canada, Alaska, and then all through the Caribbean and the South Pacific. Different brands, but so that's how I ended up in the middle of the Arctic Circle. So I've sort of done a tour all the way from the Northwest Territories up in the Arctic Circle into Nunavut, and then sort of slowly made my way down up the James Bay coast in Ontario. And now I'm just sort of floating around doing some relief work before I head south to Fiji.
I don't think I've known anyone that's lived as far north in Canada as Paul.
yeah, well, it's almost like those people on TV in Alaska. That's how north you are.
The bush people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's different up there. Look, to be honest, it's the best thing I've ever done.
Cool.
For so many reasons. But it's beautiful. The Canadian North is an absolutely breathtaking place to be. It's brutal in a lot of ways, but I don't think there's ever been a day where I've been up north where I haven't just stopped and looked and went, wow,
Yeah.
because every community is different, and you're greeted by different scenery and views, and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and that is, I've seen some of the photos, but not as far north of Canada. Like Trevor Begokler, when he goes on his excursions, it is breathtaking. But one of the things that I remember about some of our conversations, and I won't get too in detail with it, but I know that you were not only were you working, but you were also a bouncer as well on occasions. Am I right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've done bouncing just for a bit of play money back when I was living in Nova Scotia on the weekend. So that was fun.
I was talking about unruly customers.
Well, I've done there. In one location I worked at, that was a daily occurrence as well.
Yeah, I found that fascinating that you would be doing your job and having to break up, kerfuffles.
Yeah, it was just a troubled community in a lot of ways, with many social issues, and unfortunately, there's a lot of social issues everywhere.
Yeah.
But this location, that particular location, ranged from everything from having cans of soup thrown at your head to breaking up family fights to opening people's doors with their heads, and then it kind of culminated with the store being shot up the day I was supposed to leave the community. So yeah, it was fun.
No Maps Needed Travel says Canadian North is the best and most amazing thing to see and experience. I see that No Maps Needed Travel subscribe to the channel, so thanks for that. We appreciate it. And also, we missed a super chat from none other than Timothy Walters. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Much love.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Did he say something? I think he did. He had a comment attached to it. Oh, God, what happened?
Well, we've got some people say that Christopher Brown says his cabin is on the Georgian Bay, about 2.5 hours north of Toronto. As far north as I've been is probably Wasaga Beach for some bachelor party shenanigans. That's about as far north as I've been.
Another beautiful place.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only time I've ever been to Canada was when I accidentally took the wrong turn in Detroit and ended up on that bridge, and I had to come around and turn around.
Well, I got to tell you.
You're one of those people.
Well,
Yes.
growing up in that area, the best thing was to be able to, when you're 19, to go to Canada and hang out for the weekend and go to the bars.
All right, I need...
Legit style.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Windsor?
Oh, yeah.
So I need to address something because I'm missing something here. There's something trending. People keep talking about an ear boob. Paul, I just noticed in the photo we put of you. Every time, if I put my head a certain way, the guy in the corner of the picture's boob is where my ear should be. Like if I go like this, oh gosh, like
It looks like a pimple on your cheek.
like right here.
Yeah.
That's a one nip hit.
Yeah, that is.
That is. So
47.
our bouncers are deacons, but they turned over a new leaf for the most part, says Papa Mozo.
Paul, so going from Australia to Canada, and you've been there for some time now, and I know you're going on another adventure we're going to hit on. What do you miss most about Australia?
I get asked that a lot, and it's funny. I've never felt like, generally people do get periods of homesick, and for me, the only time I ever get homesick are sort of certain times of the year. One of it's coming up with the Spring Racing Carnival, because horse racing is such a big deal in Australia, and I used to love going to the races.
I didn't know that.
Horse racing.
I didn't know
No
that.
kidding.
Yeah, big deal. One of our greatest sporting heroes in Australia is a dead horse. So, Farlap, you may have heard of him.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the Melbourne Cup and the Spring Racing Carnival is a big part of my social calendar and life. So I sort of miss that coming up in November. And not so much this year. I used to miss the AFL, the Aussie Rules Football Grand Final.
The
That was
footy.
always
You missed the footy?
I do miss the footy, mate. Yeah.
The footies get his clacker in a bundle.
No, you don't want to have that happen.
Fair dinkum.
No worries.
It's funny though. He grew up and lived in a place where, on my bucket list, Australia and probably New Zealand is the second.
Yeah.
That's my bucket. That's where I want to go more than anywhere else in the world, and I want to go spend
Two
weeks.
beautiful
on end
countries,
and go do
two very different countries. But I mean, I've been lucky. I've been pretty much everywhere, and work has allowed me to get to a lot of places around Australia and to see some of the really remote parts as well as the beautiful parts. And the same with New Zealand. New Zealand's a great country. I just get a little unsettled in New Zealand because there's way too many sheep.
You don't like sheep?
Well, when there's more sheep than people, and the New Zealand tourism motto is "Come to New Zealand, where the men are frisky and the sheep are scared." So,
Okay.
very bad.
We also got another super chat from the fields. They say Nancy and I always enjoy the coop. Well, we always enjoy you guys, so thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I don't know. Okay, so we got a couple super chats. I don't know if this was. Oh no, that was from last week. Ha! I just read last week's super chat. But hey guys, thanks for the super chat from last week. Well, it's so.
You owe another $2.
Yeah. So Australia is one of my favorite places. I just got to say, and one of these days, like I've been promising, I'm gonna break down and I'm just gonna tell the Emma story. Paul.
Emma's Cafe is from Australia.
Yes.
Oh my lord.
Emma Dilemma. She was a girl I met in Australia, and there is a story attached to that. I mean, you've heard it. It's a story that'll go down in the annals of Marine Corps history, I think, for ages.
The annals?
Well, come on now.
That's
but
what you said.
Well, they're still building. They're building a Klikowski statue in Perth,
right,
Fremantle Harbour, because of that story.
Exactly, and it's at the World nightclub.
And they're franchising Emma's Cafes all throughout Australia.
Right. And who knew? As a matter of fact, if I'm being honest, I feel like on some level I should be getting some sort of take in the profits being made over there at Emma's Cafe, because they deal in pleasure.
Well, you probably brought something back with you.
Well, rumor has it that Emma's Cafe now runs the mess at the SAS squad headquarters there.
Really?
Oh.
Well.
Yeah.
I think maybe Sharon and Jamie were there at the franchised portion in the Phoenix airport. I believe so. I think so. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Jaws says
that's the drive-through.
Oh yes, that's correct.
The drive-through.
That's correct.
Jaws says, "Did the dingo eat your baby?" A dingo ate my baby.
Well, Paul, I know that you are
Right.
You are heading on to another journey, and you are moving to Fiji, of all places.
I am eventually. Yeah, eventually.
So how did that
so
come
it's been
about,
a
and when are you going?
Well, it came about. I guess they were looking for someone down there, and I got tapped on the shoulder and asked if I'd be interested to head it up. They've never had an expat manager there before. They've only ever had local managers, so they want to try something a little different.
Sure.
So, we talked about it a bit, and they came up with the goods, so I said I'd do it. Then COVID sort of hit hard and has sort of slowed everything down and made things a little more difficult. But we're getting a lot closer now. We're just everything's with the hands of the Fiji government. I think it's pretty much approved, and now we're just waiting on an exemption by the Prime Minister of Fiji so that I can actually travel there, because they're still shut down.
Wow.
Yeah, somebody commented that same thing, that it's still closed down.
So, but still, I mean.
Yeah, so the only way I can get in is with the exemption from the Prime Minister's office.
And you are going from one of the most
lawyers.
You're going to one of the most polar opposite places than where you live right now. Like, you could almost not pick a polar opposite.
Well, I know one thing's for certain. When that happens, somehow I'm going to get on a cruise that gets me at least close.
No, we just go there.
That's true.
I don't think you want to stay.
Yeah, we get quite a few. We get quite a few ships into Suva there, passing through. So you know what? And even if you just want to come, there will always be a place to stay, and you can get to all the islands pretty easily from Suva or close by. And you know, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be another adventure, a whole different way of doing things over there. You know, it's still a developing nation in a lot of ways.
Yep.
That will make it interesting.
Well, but you're not going to have to deal with snow. You'll have to deal with different weather, but man, that's nice to not have to deal with that.
My cousin says that you should go to Bloody Mary's in Bora Bora. My husband's uncle owned it before he died, and we want to make it there one day. All right. Well, there you go.
Bora Bora, the island that was so good they named it twice.
That's right.
That's right.
I want to get to Bora Bora and stay on one of those above water.
They got those all over
things.
Fiji, Tahiti, Bora Bora. They got those all over that place.
Paul, we have a very, very, very serious question. Tess Almond, who's here, wants to know if you're single.
Well, for Tess, of course I am.
Oh, snap. It's getting hot in here. Whoo! Hit that one sound effect. There you go.
Well, we did talk about doing the dating game on the Ship Show dating game.
There we go. Look at that. Paul Atta.
There you go, eh?
I like it. We are going to do that. We've got some ideas for this. But
you know, it's funny how when I was up north, no one wanted to come and visit me for some reason. All of a sudden, I'm heading to Fiji.
Yeah.
And I'm getting hit.
And I feel like that's a place, though. Honestly,
I mean,
I feel like that's a place, though, that it's almost like going to Hawaii. You should go and stay for a while, and a cruise I don't think would do it justice.
no, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Positive Vibes Adventures is in the house.
The sad part is I have to put cruising on hold for a little bit too. Once I get there, I won't be able to just do what I had planned.
Right.
So,
Right.
but it's a small sacrifice to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't be on the cruise ship, at least in your off time, you can be exploring a whole new land, finding, scoping everything out, getting all the details. You'll be an expert before
And
long.
it's a much closer flight to Australia. Pretty much anywhere in the South
Yeah, it's
Pacific.
only like 3.5 hours to Melbourne.
And anywhere you want to go in the South Pacific is a quick puddle jumper, so that's kind of nice.
Exactly.
Oh man.
So
Jealous.
looking forward to it. It'll be different.
So, knowing that we connected cruise-wise, you've been on several cruises, correct?
Yeah.
And you're part of a group. I can't remember the name of it, but you're part of like a social group of like-minded travelers, right?
Exactly. The Chillers of the Caribbean is what we called ourselves there, and that's sort of been put, like everything else, everything's put on hold, and everyone's getting itchy fingers and itchy feet, and can't wait to get back on the ship because that's where it feels good. It feels good on a ship, just enjoying everything there.
Yeah, it's it's been weird the last couple of weeks, at least for me, just because, well, for one, what's today? Today's date is what, the 21st?
Yeah.
So in a couple of days, we were supposed to leave on a big giant cruise with Sharon at Sea and La Lita Loca that got canceled. But then a year ago, last week, I was on the Sharon at Sea group cruise on the Horizon. And a year ago, this week, I was on the Mariner of the Seas. And it's like I see all the memories come up in my Facebook feed. And it's like, man, this is a bummer.
Would you look at this?
I just want to get back out there. And I get it. It's going to happen soon. So you don't have any cruises booked right now, right, Paul?
The only one I've cancelled it. Well, they've all been cancelled. Or I've cancelled everything that's coming up. The only one that I still haven't cancelled yet, that I think I'm going to have to, is the group cruise to Bermuda. And
you got to cancel it?
Oh, I was cheering for that. I was hoping that's
I haven't cancelled it yet. I haven't cancelled yet in case there's a way to do it.
Yeah.
But it's not looking good. But it kills me. But I'm just hanging on to it.
I know, man. Especially where you're going to be living, though. We just might have to arrange a special trip to come see you instead. So.
Yeah. I mean, but
we'll
could
make
you
it happen one way or another?
Could you imagine the amount of chicanery? Is there a slang word in Aussie for chicanery? That would happen.
Shenanigans.
Okay.
Tomfoolery.
Okay, I got you. Well, imagine what it would be like to like board the ship and see Paul Atta standing there at the Alchemy bar. Like, good day, mate.
I know.
You know, like, and just jump into his arms and give him a big hug.
But I feel like he's the type of person too that would just say he's canceling and then just be there when we get there.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I feel like he could do that.
Yeah,
You never know.
I know it.
he could get a bug up his clacker and show up.
Donnie Luke says, "I'm sure Lake Placid could make it to Fiji. That would take a long time.
If you try.
I think it could too, but you would need support boats to fuel you
Yeah,
as you continued on.
I
Look,
would.
if they can move the island in Lost, you can get Lake Placid to Fiji.
That's right.
Good point. You're reminding me when I'd be going on this weekend. Yep, that's right, Tess Almon.
Oh, man, I know.
Can Paul Atta please say, hello, Governor?
Hello, Governor.
Good day, mate.
I think that's more of a British thing.
Yeah, that's more British.
But it still sounded cool.
But Jamie's a little slow. He'll catch up soon.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right, I do have a question.
Kevin Brubaker wants to be Rico. You can be Rico, no problem. Oh, you're talking about Rico the penguin. Never mind, from Madagascar. Sorry, York, go ahead.
No, I was just curious because Paul has cruised, and I always like to know. And Fiji might end up being his favorite place, but you were part of this group that was the kind of raging Caribbean cruisers. What's your favorite place you visited, and that you always kind of feel is your favorite port?
Yeah, it's tough because every port has its good parts and bad parts. But I think my favorite port is St. Kitts, and purely because every time I've gone there, all I've done is just relax on the beach.
Yeah.
And done absolutely nothing. And it's just such a beautiful place. The people are fantastic. There's no stress. And I just find that is a really happy place for me.
Yeah.
Just for chilling out and just getting back to normal again.
Yeah, you don't get off the ship there, and it's not like Diamonds International after Diamonds International and all. I mean, there is some of that there, but it's not as pronounced as a lot of other places.
It's not bad.
No.
Yep, and it's easy to get around, and there's some great beaches.
I've only been once. I want to make sure I get there again.
Well, at this point, I'm excited to go to Nassau. Let's just be honest. Okay? Take me to Nassau at this point.
You're excited to go.
I'd be excited to go to Lake Ontario.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. I mean, get me to Miami. I'll figure something out. John, that white bread you're wearing has the wrong letters on it. Should be a W. Sorry, sexy hair. Negativo.
W for like what? Washington State?
Wisconsin, maybe?
Oh, Wisconsin. Oh, yeah, that's what he's after.
I think that Paul Atta said it best.
I knew you were going to say this.
When he said, F Wisconsin. Okay, sexy hair? Paul Atta said it. I heard him.
Yeah, I said it. I'll say it again.
That's right. So, it's interesting because we've been talking all month about this Bug October thing, right?
Yeah.
And I think Paul was almost like a catalyst to some of the more creative videos last year. If you remember, he submitted his video back last year. We submitted all the Bug October videos right there in the group.
Psychedelic Bug October.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and I'm almost positive that's the first time I actually saw him in person, like live, like other than in pictures or you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure about that, but
and he was everything you expected.
Yeah, it was amazing. I was just like, this. If people don't know how to do a Bug October video, this is how you do it. Except you got to turn the screen sideways. You got to turn your phone like this. But whatever. I did find it funny. I know Griff's not here, but Griff sent me a Bug October video, right? And I gave him a little crap for this. Griff from Griff and Alyssa YouTube channel, and I said, hey, if you're going to do a October video, let me know. He's like, oh, no problem. I got you. And the professional, the pro of pros, sends me a video in vertical mode. I'm like,
Awesome.
he's like, what'd you think? I said, it's a great video, but it's funny because I've been harping on everybody to turn their phone sideways, and here the professional sends me a vertical video.
You shouldn't have said anything because now everyone's going to send it in vertical.
Well, if you do, just know that it's going to be cropped out and you're not going to see it very well. So
We got a hashtag.
I want to be like Griff.
We got a hashtag from Lori Dashiell. It says hashtag love Paul at his humor. Yes, you and us both, for sure.
Papa Mozo says, rest assured, once the move is complete, the Mozos will be coming to Fiji to visit Paul for some Fijian pizza.
There you go.
Yep.
I feel like
See, that's the other exciting thing about Fiji is the food there is going to be phenomenal.
yeah. I gotta imagine you're gonna have
Seafood out the wazoo.
You're gonna
Got
have
all Fijians, and then
Yeah.
you've got the Indian fusion into that. Oh, I can't wait.
You're gonna have the native. What it's gonna be seafood and meat on skewers, cooked over all sorts of crazy fires and coals, and it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, there's one that you'd like, guys. John would like it. It's called Kokoda, and it's like a mahi chopped up, and then they cook it just using the lemon and lime juice.
So
And then it's served with like a coconut cream and vegetables and things. Oh,
it's almost like a ceviche where it's just cooked with the acid in the
almost.
in the
Yeah.
fruit. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, Daniel Field says, hey, thanks for the extra, the super chat. Thanks from a week late. I appreciate that.
Is that what happened?
Earlier, yeah, I read his super chat, and then I looked to the left, and it said it was from 7 days ago.
You can send another one. That's cool.
No shame in our game, dang it. If we cruise with Griff and Melissa, it will be Griff 1 and Griff 2. But I'm sure we would have a blast. Yes, you
I
would.
see.
You need to cruise, Griff girl. That's all I'm going to say. You need to get on that. I know for sure you would love it, and I'm positive Adam would as well.
There you go.
Papa Mozo says, now I have a hankering for some ceviche. I love ceviche. Any type, any kind.
Okay.
As long as it's not carnival ceviche, where really they just take a cooked shrimp and mix it up in some lemon juice and say, here's some ceviche.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So,
Yeah.
but I digress.
I got
carnival.
It showed up on my plate the same way.
And I said it in my video. I said, this is not ceviche.
Some parsley on the side.
Right. This is a shrimp cocktail that has too much lemon on it.
And that's a insult to shrimp cocktail.
Well, Carnival's shrimp cocktails as a whole are an insult to shrimp cocktails. I'm just saying it.
Do you think with this break in cruising that the cruise lines have really sat down and looked hard at their offering on the ship and made some really positive changes? If that comes out of this, it's going to be a welcome break.
Great point, but I don't know. I doubt it. I think they've been spending too much time trying to get the safety protocols in place. They're just like, somebody make a grilled cheese. Let's get them on. Come on.
Well, but that's a great point, Paul. I was wondering the same thing until I saw that the cruise that John and I and our families were looking at going on in February, originally, the MSC Meraviglia, right?
Yep.
Right after the Super Bowl. Interior rooms are $300 for a 7-day cruise.
That's insane.
So to me, if rates are getting low to just get people back to cruising, I don't know if they're going to be able to up the quality game. Safety protocol, yes, they have to,
Yeah.
and cleanliness.
I
But
think it'd be a wasted opportunity when you have this complete and utter reset that your entertainment department didn't pull back in and
you're right.
your food and beverage department didn't pull back in and just really say, okay, here's our chance while we've got everyone together. What are we doing? Like, how do we make this better than ever?
Have you considered consulting with the cruise lines with some of these ideas of yours? Maybe like an Epicurean liaison.
They can't afford it, John.
I believe that. I know what the original retainer was, and holy moly.
Plus, he gets to go live in places where these cruise ships go every day.
Right.
The funny thing about that law firm, John, is that I've had 3 people message me asking if I'm actually a lawyer.
Yeah.
Really?
You should just say yes. You should just say yes in a manner of speaking and just leave it at that. If you need something litigated, we'll litigate it live on YouTube.
In the northern circle.
Lisa's here.
Yeah, when are we got to get Judge. We need Judge Doodles back soon.
Well, yeah, we need to do that. I agree.
Your gown's hanging up over there. Cruising for Food says, there he goes, bashing Carnival again. Hashtag canned tamales. Listen, if you think that's bad, I have a question for everyone here in the chat.
Well, no, but that's a fair attack on you.
Well, no, it's not, because I've told you that there's a difference between filling a void and looking for the finer things. When I'm on a cruise, I'm not interested in filling a void.
Yeah,
I'm interested in treating myself. When I'm home and I'm trying to edit and do all the other stuff that we do around here, sometimes it's just good to fill a void. But tonight, I have a question for everyone here in the coop. And Paul, you as well, while you're on the phone. And I don't know if they have these where Paul is, but where we come from, at a gas station, oftentimes in the refrigerator, the far left refrigerator after all the pop and everything, there's like some weird foods in there that you can get that are just quick to take home, like those little Lunchables and quick and easy stuff. Well, tonight I was in a rush because I had to get a haircut and do a couple other things, and I stopped at the gas station or at the corner liquor store, and I picked up some beers, and I was like, man, I don't want to drive all through town and get a freaking Happy Meal, so I'm going to just grab something here. And all they had were those refrigerated burritos in a bag.
Yeah.
They're like this long, and you stick them in a microwave.
Yeah.
The question I have for everyone is, what's worse, a canned tamale or a bagged burrito from like a gas station? Let us know in the comments.
Well,
Paul, you let us know.
because I had a bagged burrito from my store for lunch, I'm going to say the canned tamales.
That's worse?
That's my vote too.
See, my opinion on this is that I agree with that. And sometimes Frank's Red Hot can make a turd taste good.
That's true.
I don't know why I just said
Gas station liquor store haircut sounds like Michigan.
that. Who said that?
Your cousin, Griff girl, your niece.
Oh my gosh. Gas station liquor store haircut. Yes, exactly.
Actually, where I store my boat, I can get a boat oil change, get my haircut, and eat pancakes all in the same visit. Yeah.
That's right. A pedicure. Yeah.
Nice.
Dewey Ski says an old Carnival ship, they were offering cabins for $25,000 to $50,000 for a year or more with benefits. Well, sheesh, look at that. The burrito's worse.
What are the benefits?
Oh, yeah.
Those are the benefits, Paul. I don't know. Do you get the music?
Caesar rocket.
Yes, okay. If the seas are rocking, don't come knocking.
Can you give me a red rocker real quick?
Oh, God. I can't drive 55! Wow, I'm the Red Rocker.
You haven't sang yet, so
That's for you, buddy.
I need that.
Oh, God, I'm going to pass out here in a second. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to subject you to that.
Paul, I hope that you still get to join us for the October group cruise. By the
Look,
way,
I'm
y'all,
going to try and wingle my way there somehow. And
I get it. You're going to be halfway around
probably
the
just-
world by then. I get it. So if not,
Yeah,
we're going to come see you.
Well,
it all depends. There's got to be a meeting in Winnipeg I have to go to at some point. So
I feel like Ada, Perlman, and Gleckler could draft a letter, an official letter, to the powers that be where you work, stating that it's imperative that for the sake of posterity and to avoid future litigation, that Paul Ada be present on that cruise. And it's really unavoidable, so you as a company need to make it happen. So that's just my opinion.
we'll get on that. We'll get on that, and I'll let you know.
Okay, cool. Brian Francisconi says, you know what? They come out the same way the next day. I'm pretty sure he's talking.
Burritos
Yeah.
Or the tamales.
Bag burrito with Hormel chili on top is the bomb, says Donnie Luke. Sexy Hair
Those
says,
burritos are pretty good.
yeah, that's true. Sexy Hair says, cabins with benefits? Book me solo. Woo! Dang.
Damn.
Now that's just funny. I like it. Got me over here laughing.
I haven't heard any-
Sorry, Paul. What'd you say?
The one thing I haven't heard is I haven't heard a peep from Virgin Cruises during this whole shutdown.
Man, me neither. Anybody?
No, I haven't.
All I know is I heard the show Traveling with Bruce. Jamie and Sharon touched on that they were supposed to be on the inaugural sailing of it, or like the test phase of it.
Yep.
The only thing, I don't hear anything about them actual sailing. All I hear is about people bagging on them about having like a dime-sized pool on a boat that's that big.
Yeah, and there was something else too. The
Yeah.
rooms are really small or something. I'm not sure, but everyone in the chat saying I would just fast that day. The burritos are nasty. The canned tamales are better. Laura Guya loves those burritos. Nick B says both of those are gross. No Maps Needed thinks it's gross either way.
I was shocked when I looked at that can of tamales and looked at how much sodium's in there. It is like pouring a whole salt shaker in your mouth.
Well,
So there is something to be said about that.
Kevin Brubaker says they both have the same reaction in the end. They make a taco fart smell like roses. Well, that's one way to describe it.
Yeah.
Jason Schumacher says
Yeah,
Carnival.
They're both bad for the ozone layer.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Carnival, or Jason Schumacher says Carnival food is horrible after you have had Royal Caribbean food. Even their buffet, the Windjammer, is awesome. Okay, now Jason, I'm not going to say all Carnival food is horrible.
Because you had your best meal ever.
The best meal I ever had on land or sea was Chef's Table on the Carnival Horizon. That is the 100% truth.
Yep.
Now, the
But
main.
there's some average Royal Caribbean food out there too.
You're absolutely right, and I experienced that. That's what I was getting to,
Alaska cruise,
Jason. When we were on, I like Royal Caribbean's main dining room food too. The thing is, and this is something that Paul kind of touched on earlier in a way that I think I would really like to see now that they've had a chance to stop, take a look at things. Change the stinking daggone freaking menu on Royal. I could almost recite the menu verbatim off the top of my head without
Exactly.
even looking at the menu.
Night
It never,
one,
ever changes.
No.
But
And you didn't have good Royal food in Alaska.
right on the Ovation
bad,
of the Seas, most nights was pretty. I mean, was on par. Was worse than Carnival. Let's just put it that way. So
Yeah, I was supposed to sail Princess a couple of times this year, which got cancelled, and I was really looking forward to their food and really doing a good compare of their food because A, I think it's better than Royals from what everyone's told me,
yep,
and B, I think their Chef's Table would blow you away, Clayco.
I've heard that as well.
Yep.
So
you're going to get elevated food on Princess and the likes of Celebrity and whatnot.
Yeah.
And truth be told, I had the expectations of going on Royal, or I'm sorry, of Carnival, and not expecting that much anyway.
mhm.
So I wasn't like really let down. I
Right.
had just an awesome time, and that's what I was focused on for that trip. So,
And that's cool. I mean, as long as you, if you don't expect too much from me, you won't be disappointed.
food's an important part of my vacation, but if I know going in that I'm just gonna have kind of like an Outback Steakhouse type meal
Mhm.
every night, and it's kind of a dig, but it's kind of what it was.
How dare you talk about great Australian food like like the Outback with Paul on the show?
Oh, you mean like how all Australians drink Fosters?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, right. You know, even the lamb at the Outback comes from New Zealand. Like, please, enough.
Oh,
And the first time I saw a bloomin' onion was at an Outback.
Right.
right. In Australia, they don't bloom; they grow underground. You don't see them. So,
Exactly. Onions are for your sausages on bread.
Or
That's
in the
it.
pouch of a kangaroo. I gotta pee.
oh, hey, when you come back, will you grab me that habanero beer in there. It's called Lost Shaker of Salt. Carla McClendon says, I'd suffer through the canned tamales before eating the burrito. Huh. Okay. Well, it looks like the jury's still out on that. Tess Almond says, I agree. Been on 2 Royal Caribbean cruises. Found the food okay, but not better than Carnival. Well, and as John said, Carnival Steakhouse, best of the 3 lines I've had it on. I don't know if I'll say that, Tess, because I've eaten at both. I enjoyed my meal at the steakhouse on Carnival, don't get me wrong. However, if a few of my friends who had inside knowledge hadn't kept the inside knowledge so close to the vest, I might have enjoyed my meal a little bit more. But no, Sharon at Sea, Jamie specifically had like these special off-menu items that he was able to order at that steakhouse, and all I could do was sit there and look over the table like, where did you get that? I want that.
So, speaking of food, do you think, and maybe this is for the coop, do you think that the food is more, not necessarily better or worse, but the food is more consistent on Carnival ships than it is on a Royal Caribbean ship?
I would leave that to the people in the comments because I've only been on one Carnival cruise. So yeah. The beach life's here. Welcome. Best steakhouse at sea has to be Crown Grill on Princess. Hands down, says no maps needed. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Never had a good meal at Outback ever, says Papa Mozo. Well, I remember back in
drink before you eat.
Back in the day, though, if I'm being honest, I got to be honest. Eating at Outback was like a treat back in the day. Like, ooh, we're going to Outback, you know. And now you wouldn't catch me at Outback. You're just not going to catch me there. I just don't.
Because now they're by the mall.
And
they're always by a mall.
Yeah, and I'm just going to put this out there, too. A blooming onion is disgusting. I'm sorry. It's not my jam.
Oh, it's totally disgusting.
You should be eating Vegemite with Paul on. Crazy Cat Traveler, I will do that. As a matter of fact, you got your headphones on. Next time I get up, I'll grab some. I got some Vegemite in the fridge, and we can have some with these crackers for Paul.
You don't have a knife over there or anything to like fit it in the jar or anything like that.
I have the knife I cut all this shit with. Ship. Oh, God. Sorry. Whoops. I blew it. Way to go, Johnny. Sorry about that, Paul. I know your virgin ears.
That's okay.
Well, York's going to grab the food. Paul, we really appreciate you joining us tonight. Next time we get you on, we're going to get you on video. Hopefully by then, I'll have things figured out. Once I get this new software running, I'll be able to bring guests on like everyone else does. I don't like that software that everyone else uses. So I'm over here in Clayco land doing my own thing, and you know how it goes.
It's all good. So good.
So I appreciate. Wait, did you find it or no? Oh, it's way in the back. Paul, we were gonna try some Vegemite, but that's all right. We'll do it. We'll do it, and you can watch it. But thanks for joining. And spending some time, taking time out of your busy time watching the show to join us on the show.
It's a pleasure, always a pleasure, and thank you guys for making life a lot more fun in the middle of nowhere. It's been great.
We appreciate that, Paul. And if you could just do us a favor, now that your time with us on the phone is over, could you let Trevor out of the basement so he can come up and watch? I think you got him locked up over there.
I just got to take the gimp mask off him.
All right, Paul. Thanks again, man. We love you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
Take care, guys.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
There you have it.
Thank you, Paul.
Sir Paul Anna.
Yes.
Lord Paul Anna.
I hope you guys enjoyed that because the man is fascinating, and I'm sure we could have stayed on longer. I have so many questions, but for heaven's sakes, he's such a big part of the chat too. That and interacting with everyone.
I'm always fascinated with. I mean, you've visited all over the world. I've lived in one state my whole life.
Right.
I've lived all over the state, but still. that's a relatively small space.
Mhm.
So I'm always fascinated with people, especially Australia to like
The
North
Canada.
Pole.
Yeah, I know. So Paul's back in the chat. So I'm drinking this gross beer, actually.
It's not good.
It's called Lost Shaker of Salt. It's a passion fruit imperial blonde with habanero, aged in tequila barrels with lime, salt.
Sounds like they're just trying to do like the exact opposite of everything.
Yeah.
Mix it all into
And
one can.
oh, that looks like a pumpkin, but it must be a passion fruit. It's not good. It's
And
too sweet.
And it's $5 a can.
Yeah, it's 10% alcohol, but I'm going to give that one bagak and go grab a different beer.
You know what's impressive is this gas station dried meat you also got. This is fantastic, actually. I don't know what it is, but it's really good.
Yeah, it's air-dried.
Air dried meat.
Dried in the exhaust.
You guys probably couldn't hear that, but dried in the exhaust of Donnie Luke's semi truck. Fantastic. I have no idea what it is. I rely on John to tell me that it's dried meat. But it's good. I gotta say. It's pretty damn good. Oh, okay. So you got the Vegemite.
Yep.
And now you've got wine. He's all up into all sorts of crazy shenanigans. Who knew? Who knew?
He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
Rick, aka Sexy here. Okay, ever tried bourbon aged in tequila barrels? I have. Fantastic.
I have not.
Very good.
Sorry about that. I can't get it open. Go ahead and talk, York. I'm gonna
Ruh-roh.
smash this.
Uh-oh. Neat. Paul Edison's breaking news. Paul merch will be available next week. Stay tuned. Breaking news. It could take a while to get you there, but probably faster than the socks from Michigan will get to you. But just saying. Carla McClendon, born and raised in Florida. You know, I would already probably be living somewhere warm like Florida, South Carolina, Texas, if Mrs. Doodles would allow it. But not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Ugh, there we go.
You sure as hell aren't catching me moving to Ohio, where John moved to Michigan. That's not going to happen.
Don't say that with my cousin in the house. She'll rip you a new one. Michael, how do your pig's feet? How do you do your pig's feet? Love the kielbasa and haluska. Well, there's a Polish girl for you.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever had pig's feet. Not saying I would eat it.
How you like
doubt
my
about
knife? My big giant knife.
I would eat it. Is that the knife you used in the Marine Corps to bayonet people?
No, no, that one's up there. You were playing with it earlier. Okay, so what better way to switch over to candy than a Vegemite cracker? I got a good dollop on here.
That was too much.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to cleanse your palate, as they say.
Well, it did that.
Your face says it all. Oh, Kevin Brubaker. Kevin Brubaker had the comment of the night. That's not a knife. Get it from Crocodile Dundee?
Oh, I do,
I'll
yes.
show you a knife. What? No spotted dick?
Ohio to Michigan is not a move most plan. You would if you were lived in Ohio and you realized how freaking much better Michigan is than Ohio. No doubt about it.
I won't say that we planned it, but I will say I'm glad we did it.
Yeah. And I'm messing with you because there is, I would say, parts I visited by Cincinnati and like the, what is that, like the Ohio River?
Oh, yeah.
area?
Southern Ohio, where like
Dude,
Big Pap's from.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful. Now, if you're talking Toledo and Youngstown, it's like visiting Flint or Detroit, Michigan. Forget about it.
right. Yeah. Okay, now that our palates are cleansed, here we go. York, I'm going to hand you.
Oh, no.
I'm going to hand you.
I wasn't looking forward to this at all.
Jaws says John can't open anything tonight. Kelly is safe.
Oh, he's getting up in there.
York, I want you to tell me what flavor that is.
So based on, wait, what are my choices?
Green beans, roasted turkey, ginger glazed carrot, and sweet potato pie or stuffing. These are Brock's candy corns that are flavored.
That was ginger glazed carrot. Ginger's really strong.
Okay. I've got a green one. I'll bet.
Wasn't good though.
Ugh. Mm.
Did it taste like green beans?
Nope.
Is there a color-coded thing on the back?
No.
No.
I mean, it tastes a little bit like green beans, but for heaven's sakes,
So my daughter likes candy corn, and I just...
that's not very good. Here, tell me what that is. I'll bet it's cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's all right.
They don't taste like anything.
Well, let me see that.
Excuse me, I had a piece of that cracker go down my throat when I read Kevin Brubaker's comment about that's not a knife.
I want to find the stuffing one.
Well, you find it. It's chemically flavored wax green beans, says Kevin Brubaker. What's up, Griffin
Here's the
Alyssa?
brown one. It's got to be either stuffing or turkey.
Oh. Oh.
It's really bad. I have the same one. It's really bad. Do you think it's turkey or stuffing?
I don't know what it is, but it tastes like the back end of a yak.
It's not good.
Or as Griff would say, a butt tart. Okay, I'm done with that. That was the worst thing ever.
This goes away.
Yeah, that's got to go. Guys, we can definitively say when you're out candy shopping, buy a bag of these and put them in little Ziplocs and hand them to the jerkwad kids in the neighborhood. You know, the ones that ding dong ditch you or just little hooligans. Turkey dinner candy corn.
Yeah, I will wash it down with some beer.
That was disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's get to the zombie Skittles.
So, what's the backstory on these things?
Let's see. Stuffing candy corn is bad in Ohio and Michigan, says Daniel Fields. Anal flavored. Oops. Sorry. Wash it down with some Malort. I know. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like, what's his name here?
So, what's the story with zombie Skittles?
Stella gave them to me and said you should eat them on the show.
Yeah, but is there something different about these things or what?
Well, some of them taste normal, and every once in a while you get one that tastes like a zombie.
Cherry.
I don't know if this is riveting television or not, but we'll just eat them as we go.
I'm going to have a claw. I'm going to claw it up.
So, okay, let's get back to the cruise talk.
Do you have... what is the latest with you guys in cruise planning?
Snap. I got one.
It's not good?
Mm-mm. Oh, I got a zombie one. Oh, my God.
Bad choices on candy.
You got to try a zombie one.
No thanks.
It tastes like rotten garlic. Oh, that was gross. Why did we do that? That was dumb.
I don't know.
You know what? I need to just... That wasn't what I wanted to do.
Give those candies back to Stella.
I wanted to do this.
I think Stella just tasted
Rewind.
the candy she got and said,
Let's just pretend.
I don't like this one, and here you go, Dad.
Yeah.
You guys should eat. It's like whenever you taste something gross, here, try this.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. That one Geico commercial where the two raccoons are in the dumpster. Ooh, try this. It tastes like
Jesus,
feet and chutney or something like that. But anyway, yes, we have something booked. Oh, we can get rid of Paul off the graphic. Thanks,
I mean,
Doodles.
he's a fine-looking gentleman.
Very sassy man. Sassy. We have a cruise booked in February. So it was supposed to be the Meraviglia, whatever you want to call it. But they, like we told you before in previous live streams, they finagled the itinerary so bad that I said, forget it. So as of a couple days ago, we canceled it. And we booked another cruise on Freedom of the Seas. in February.
The same weekend. Or the same week that you were.
Yes.
Right after the Super Bowl?
The week of the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl's late this year.
Isn't it the same? Like the 7th or 8th?
Yeah, so that the day of the Super Bowl, I think we leave, or the day before, something like that. So, yes. Does the zombie one taste like cranberries? Who gets that? Oh, I get it. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, oh. Boy, that got me thinking about mature males over here.
You're moaning and squealing?
No, just yes. I don't know why. I just had to. I picked the wrong time to try and crowbar a mature males reference. So, Chris Brown's here, and I know I was gonna do a video for him this week. We're gonna do it next week because I just got too busy doing other stuff. But Chris Brown sent me some amazing scents the other day. I don't know if you noticed when you came in the house, it smelled like pumpkin.
You're gonna have to defunkify yourself of scents when we go out into the woods and go.
Oh, that's a good point.
Go Bambi chasing.
Mercy Rodriguez, there's a new name. She says, I don't know if that's male or female, but it says, my brother was on the Maravelia and hated it. He said the food and service was horrible. Good to know. Lori DeShiel's here. Dashel DeShiel.
Mature males.
What did she say, though?
She said hashtag mature males.
Oh, okay. You know what?
So you ditched out on Miravilia. You booked Freedom of the Seas.
Yes.
And are you booked Freedom of the Seas?
Yes.
And I don't know anything about where you're going out of. What?
Puerto Rico. Which, interestingly enough, if you saw the big news announcement, Freedom of the Seas is going to be leaving Puerto Rico next year and heading to Orlando to do like 3 and 4 day cruises to the Bahamas and Coco Cay.
How are they going to go out of Orlando?
I don't know.
Isn't Orlando in the middle of the state?
Well, Port Canaveral. Butt nugget. But, and then Explorer of the Seas is going to take its place. But anyway, it goes to the Southern Caribbean. It goes to St. Thomas, St. Kitts. I forget the one. St. Lucia. I've never been there.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And
if you've never been, that's a good one.
One other place. Sorry, I've still got a chunk of that thing stuck in there from when Kevin Brubaker was out there joking. Nick B says, I love Puerto Rico. Me too. It's my favorite port.
It's been years since I've been there. But yes.
Kevin Brubaker says, you need to give me the dough pea soap.
Dough pea soap?
The night before.
Oh, yeah. We got that.
Hey, Liz, that's not a bad idea. She says, I'll hop on one of those with Danny for a few days. No kids. Freedom of the Seas. Heaven sakes alive. Freedom of the Seas is one of the best ships out there. I really like the kielbasa that we make at the shop at work. Okay. Griff Girl, I know this is going to come as a disappointment to you. And please don't shame me later. But I'm just going to put it out there. I do not like kielbasa.
You don't like any kind of like sausage or bratwurst or anything like that? Not
really, but kielbasa especially, I do not like it. Put your arms up.
What kind of Polish person are you?
That's what I'm saying. I don't like it. It squeaks on my teeth, and I don't like that. And I don't like.
You can't have the Oscar Mayer kind. You gotta have some real.
I've had all kinds of it, and I just don't like. I just don't like kielbasa. I can't stand it. Not my jam. My ex-wife used to make it, and my mother-in-law still does. And I pretend like I'm eating it, and I hide it under mashed potatoes and stuff. I just don't eat it. So kielbasa is an acquired taste for a lot of people, says Dewey Ski. That's right. Big Pap says Doodles. Papa Mozo tells me to shut it. Doodles, remind me to tell you the deer hunting story about my father-in-law sometime.
Well, am I supposed to say anything?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to see you soon, brother, Big Pap.
Yes. Yeah,
I was really happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Share the news with the people.
Yeah, no maps
People
needed.
Need to know.
No maps needed says, thanks for for our fun first ship show. Have a good night. Well, thanks for joining us, No Maps Needed, and glad you enjoyed it. Yes, Nick B, it squeaks on my teeth. Big announcement, ship show style.
It's not.
Jamie's coming to Michigan for Thanksgiving, and he's going to get a haircut. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Big Pap. Why am I dancing over here? You stop dancing, you. Big Pap is coming to Michigan for our, what do we call it? Friendsgiving?
Wow.
Post-Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. Because Caitlin can't be here. Caitlin can't be here for Thanksgiving Day, so she's coming up after. And then she'll be here the Saturday after, and the Mr. and Mrs. Pap are coming. The Stampers! Mark and Michelle.
That's pretty cool. I get to.
They're coming to Michigan to hang out with us.
I get to meet the Paps in person. I know you've enjoyed meeting them.
Yep, and you'll get to hear that story.
And we're gonna break bread, have some drinks.
And I know for a fact that the man picked me up a nice bottle of Eagle Rare just yesterday, and he's gonna bring it up. Liz, you can come to Friendsgiving, absolutely. But we figured it driving distance only. But if you want to come to Friendsgiving, load up the wagon.
Yep.
Bring it on up here, girl. I wanted to come too, but Brian is working, says Leanne. Well, that's all right, guys. We'll figure something out. How can you work? Oh, that's not Thanksgiving. Never mind. It's the weekend.
No.
Sounds like John is getting worse. Social distancing there.
Yeah, he's coronating all over my charcuterie.
Sorry, man. I think I got it.
Well, if you have it, I have it. This is all there is to it.
Yes.
Then our kids have it, and our wives have it. Then the neighborhood has it.
It's true though. Big Pap, he had to go to the Buffalo Trace distillery.
Oh, because he's close.
Yeah, to get the Eagle Rare.
Or somewhat close.
Yeah, he's in Kentucky a lot because he's got a lot of family down there. So he got it right at the distillery. So how about that?
Fantastic.
Paul Addis saying, don't call it a charcuterie board, just call it a Lunchable.
This is not Lunchable right here. Except you have that cranberry cheese that I don't like.
You don't like that?
No.
I like that. What about this? This is good.
No, I like whatever this bacon cheese is.
It's bacon horseradish. You're only a 10-hour drive, and I have 4 days off. Headed your way for Friendsgiving, says Tess Almond. Papa Moses says, Friendsgiving? If only Michigan were near Illinois. Well, we might have to talk, for heaven's sakes. Thanks, Liz Breen. I'm so ready to cruise again, though. So ready.
I know it.
John doesn't even invite me to the Zoom parties. Listen. Y'all can just back off right now.
He doesn't even invite me either.
Oh, you son of a...
I'm not on
mother
I've been
clucker.
to one.
You mother clucker. That's what I have to say
I
to
hear
you.
about him like the day after. I was up hanging out with the Francisconis and Jamie. It was awesome.
You can just stop right now.
To be fair, I'm usually in bed by 10.
Yes. Cruising for food never gets... Now listen, dang it. All I said was the Paps were coming for Thanksgiving and everybody's giving me the business over here. Moving on. I'm leaving. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Paul, that's right. There's Zoom parties, lad.
There are not. It's just a myth. Okay?
Yeah, I don't get invited to anything either, Wanda. I know it.
Jeez.
Daniel's been twice.
We were a bit smashed both times. I remember back in the day when we used to do all those Zoom parties. And Mozo would be there. Kevin would be there. TCU Pepito would be there.
Yeah, so, who used to organize them all?
Nurse Nancy. It was just...
Kevin?
Yeah. No, Christopher Barnett.
Chris Barnett used to.
Yeah, yep.
Yep, that's
So,
right.
Lindy Lou says no one cooks for me.
You know what I haven't heard in a while?
We could just host you, your girl, for Thanksgiving. She's going to be at her mom's, Griff Girl. Okay, here we go. I was tired of everyone complaining about not getting invited to the Zoom meeting. And then I took up my hand and I cranked it up. And I said, you better quit crying now. Anyway, Amy and I will park cars for food, says Sexy Hair. There we go. Well, hell, we're going to have to rent a tent.
Well, my Lisa went and got her hair done tonight, and the lady that does her hair does mine too, and said, well, I haven't seen York in like 2 months. What's going on with that? And I said, I sent her a picture of Rick Elke, and I said, I want hair like this. And he told me it was 2 years. 2 years till I can go like this.
Hey, you got to put in the work if you want to get the looks.
It's my last chance. It's my last chance.
The Beach Life says, I'm going to start having Zoom parties, invite everyone but the ship show.
No, invite me. I've never been. I'd like to join one.
Listen, there's no Zoom parties. It's a freaking bunch of bullshit. All right? I was on Sharon's birthday meetup and got stuffed during that's not the right word. Oh, okay. I'm not reading that comment.
Yes, Nancy. It's the Rick and Dan hair. I love that video you took of them from the Vegas meetup where they're flopping their hair around.
Yeah, the slow motion.
Bunch of Fabios.
York, not Dan hair. Wigs are cheaper, faster, and easier to maintain, says Sexy Hair.
Yeah, but I need the real deal.
I want to meet John at midnight for pina coladas.
Oh, I bet you do.
See, now, Beach Life says that you're in, York. It was just me that's out.
Oh, I got you.
So,
Perfect.
That's just straight up.
Oh, look at Tess. Doodles is invited to any Zoom party I would ever have. Uh-huh, that's my girl. That's right. She got me covered. We got each other's back, y'all. Just saying.
The point of having a YouTube channel is inclusion. Oh my God. They were
Apparently not with this guy, though.
Yeah. Then why are there t-shirts that say I survived the Zoom party? Speaking of t-shirts, a couple people bought those York t-shirts.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
Oh,
I'm anxious to see the pictures when they arrive. No one's posted them yet. But I know several people have ordered the York golf shirts, the best shirt ever.
Do you have a picture of it?
No,
It's
no.
the weirdest shirt ever, but I don't know.
No, it is not the weirdest shirt. No. It is the greatest shirt ever made. And I would have one, except the one I ordered was a kid's large instead of a...
I want a poster, like, for my bar downstairs.
Okay, we can do that. It was taken in a big enough resolution that
All
that
right,
can
cool.
happen. See, cruising for food, you got to pay attention. We talk about it here. The doodles, it's on the Ship Show group. Yeah, it's there. The York shirt. Go to our spreadshirt. It's there.
How do they get there, John?
I would say it's in the description of this video. However, I didn't put it in there yet.
It's funny that kids wear the shirt like
But-
your daughter.
Yes. If Liz or Flamingo Pam wants to go to our last live stream and find the link there in the description, you can post it right here. And that way, Cruising for Food can get herself a York shirt.
I got one for my dad.
I'm doing a Facebook party this weekend. The Ship Show is invited. We'll see if they show up. I'm sorry. I'm going to be out of town.
What is this weekend? Oh, I will be out of town, actually.
I've got a thing with a guy named Larry. Deposit on my Zoom party invite, says Paul Atta. Thanks for the super chat, buddy.
Kevin Gruberger's got a good question. Can the Yorkshire come in a halter top? Probably not, because it's unless you want a long halter top.
I mean, whatever. Sure. It can be there. I don't have a problem with that. What do I got to give for Paul?
Look at Lori's comment, John. She bought the shirt, but it was too it was so small. Your daughter's one was too.
Well, then I'm guessing. So that's the thing, though. I'm guessing what happened was that they ordered a kid size. Because we've got no complaints about the sizes, but they will return it. This is for you, Paul. Thank you, sir.
She's saying they wouldn't.
They did for me.
Oh, they said CD, keep it, but it's so small.
So they're sending you a new one?
Hopefully.
Oh, they gave her her money back. Okay, well, here we go. Kevin Brubaker, what did he say? Does the shirt come in a halter top? Oh, okay. Yeah. Papa Mozo wants a halter top, doesn't he? It'll go good with his bikini. I know it. I own a York shirt. It's size for a child. I bought the mauve tank. Listen, no one's complained about the sizing on that. Are you sure you didn't order a kid's? Here's what I'm going to do tonight after the ship show. I'm going to go in there and remove all child options. What happened is when I made the shirt, what the hell? When I made the shirt, I just quickly chose all the options. I'm going to remove all the child options, so only adult options are there. Because the same thing happened to me. It's almost like the ones that look the coolest are the kids' ones, so you click it and you click large, and it's actually a kid's. So
there's no reason a kid needs a picture of me on there. There's no reason any of you do. But I'm honored if you so choose.
Well, Lori, all I know is I've ordered at least 6 shirts from there, and every one of them has been spot on sized except for when I ordered a kid's one.
Yeah.
And Kelly did too, and hers fit. So I don't know what happened. Hopefully they take care of you. Now my kids won't get their Christmas gift, says Pauletta.
I did find it funny, the picture of your daughter wearing my shirt.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, extra medium doesn't work for me, says Big Pap.
Was she wondering why?
York shirts are back ordered.
Was she wondering why there was a cigarette in my mouth in the picture?
Yes.
Did she ask you?
Yes. She said, "Why is he smoking?"
But she doesn't know?
Oh, look, Liz posted it. Let's see if I can open it in a new tab and see if it goes there. Okay. Nope, that took me to Twitch. Nope, that's the wrong link there. If you go to the description, I could do it. You know what? I'll do it while we talk. How about that?
Do you play Minecraft?
No, I do not. But I can go here. I can go to my channel, click that, and then I go here, videos, right? And then I go over to here to our ship show.
Lori DeShiel.
Oh, gosh.
DeShiel. Dang it.
You guys want to hear last week's live stream?
No.
Should I do this?
No. Cups.
Showed up.
That's one of the Tessa's my cups.
Yes.
Blanks pop up every time the live show starts.
Oh, my. Oh,
Good time.
heaven's sakes.
Patty McFall monks.
There we go.
Actually, that's a smart move. Deckers, just what is going on? Start
right now?
baking.
Don't worry.
Oh.
Don't worry.
She
I
also
got
said
it.
that she's enjoying the
got it.
Browns.
Are they watching us?
There you
and
go.
Listening to last
No,
week's
they're
show?
not. They're not hearing it. There's the link.
Oh.
Boom. Can I get a pic of York with the mature males underneath it? I'll buy it. Says TCU Pepito.
So when I shoot a mature male in the next few weeks, you will dang sure have a picture of me with a mature male. That's right.
Hashtag sure male.
Yep.
You can get those shirts on Chip Minsky's online store.
Yeah, mature males get
Oh, Paul, you should be all over that. I figured by now you would have sent a cease and desist and we'd be done with all that nonsense. Adult sizes and geranimal sizes, says Big Pap. Where do you shoot it, Doodles? In the subcockles?
I have to be careful how I answer.
Yeah, let's just move on. That sounds like an adult movie. Okay, got it. Got it.
Actually, right here. Right here. Honest for real.
Oh, and the flank?
Yeah, in the flank.
Okay.
I want to get some.
Lori
lungs.
says you should get my name right. It's Dashiel. Let me play. It's Dashiel. Dashel.
Dashiel.
Ooh, that's better.
Dashiel.
Dashiel. Dashiel. That's your new name, Lori. Lori Dashiel.
Smell like Dashiel.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I smell like meat and cheese.
No.
You're not Santa. You smell like beef and cheese.
It's like one of those perfume commercials.
Dashiel. Or douche. Anyway. Oh, gosh. Okay, so we don't have a lot of bases left to cover, but I do want to cover a very important base. 2. 1, heaven's sakes, y'all, it's Big October, and you guys came through this week. I got quite a few, but not enough.
How many do we have?
I don't know, like maybe 10, 12.
Oh,
We need way more than that, but I think a lot of you guys are
sleeping.
Procrastinating.
Stop
and
sleeping.
and being overly shy and saying you're not creative enough to do it. You know, Liz is telling me it's 10:50. I'd appreciate that. My clock says 10:47, but I don't know why you're mad about it. Heaven's sakes.
She's got some crafting to do.
I guess so. She's got an announcement that she wants me to make. That's what she wants.
Oh.
But
You should.
and I will. But if Bogoctober videos are coming in, we want more. We
Is
want
next
more.
week
Yes,
the
Beth
last-
Ollinger.
Is next week the last Wednesday of the month or no? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So when are we going to play the culmination video?
I would say maybe a week after, something like that. Once I know they're all there.
Celebrate.
Usually I let it go an extra week because people are like, hey, is it too late? And a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Daniel Field says, we have footage. I just need to assemble it. I'm not good at that. Listen, if you send it to me, I can assemble it. No problem. And Griff Girl, since you're here, we expect a Bogoctober video from the whole family. Okay? Listen, that's if nothing else, you can do that we're family, for heaven's sakes. We're blood. Send us a Bogoctober video. And don't you dare ask me what Bogoctober is. Go to the Ship Show Facebook group and watch the Bogoctober video, and you'll see what it is.
Perfect example, too, because we've had people sending things where they don't even say Bagok.
Yes.
There's no reference to Bagok.
Or yeah, so we've gotten a couple videos where nobody even says Bagok. We've gotten a couple just audio. It's not going to play well in a video if it's just audio, unless I put your picture there. But, I mean, then you might not like the picture.
Yeah.
Yes, Lori DeShield says, put your phone sideways and send in your Bogoctober videos. But this week was a good week. We got some really good ones.
Cool.
Some funny
haven't
ones.
seen 'em yet.
Yep, so.
Elkies,
Yeah.
you got to follow
I
up.
want one from each of them.
Yeah.
I want one from Sexy Hair. I want one from Amy. I want, Amy's Bogoctober video from 2019 was
She's the only one that
famous.
had real chickens in it.
Well, give Adam some bourbon, Griff Girl. Give him some bourbon. He'll do it. Tell him it's for the family. It's a good cause.
Amy, we appreciate you submitting one. And honestly, we're just jabbing at people. We just want
Yours
videos.
is just fine, Amy Franzak.
We just want videos.
It doesn't matter how creative they are. It doesn't matter how long they are. It doesn't matter any of that. It's just a way that we can. It's just a way that we can celebrate you guys and our community, the Coop, right? Always Be Booked says, can someone in the chat tell me about Bogoctober videos? Always Be Booked. I'll send you a video privately
Why don't you just
that
play
you
it?
can watch because I don't have it loaded. Oh, yes, I do, but it's 7 minutes long. Okay, here's what I'll do. No, I'm not going to play it because it doesn't have
Tony-
the music. It doesn't have the music.
Tommy, we need a video from.
Yes. We definitely need a video from Tommy.
Yes.
Tommy, I'll send you a video so you can see it. Or you can go to the Ship Show Facebook group and it's in there. I can make it I can pin it to the top so you see it. Funny thing. So today, I don't know if you noticed this. When you go to the Ship Show Facebook group, it looks like we're a group about gardening. Okay? So here's what happened.
I hate gardening.
I put a picture in the cover photo for the Ship Show Facebook group, that thing that you made that just says it's Bogoctober, right?
Yeah.
Facebook keeps taking it down and putting up this generic picture of people gardening, like a cartoon. I don't know. I don't know what it is. No, it's
Because I
not.
stole the logo from somewhere?
No, because I cut the logo out and just tried to use the letters.
No, that's what I did. I cut the name out or the head out, and then I used a font and made.
Yeah, I just used the letters, and it's still. I read about it. YouTube does not like videos that don't have an actual picture of something or someone.
Oh, it doesn't like an icon
Yeah, it's like
or a cartoon.
it's too promotional.
Oh.
So I sent them a message and said, "Hey, what the f?" But they're not helping me. So, D Decker says technically it is a lock of wool matted with a dung hanging from the hindquarters of a sheep, but in Aussie slang, it's kind of like a bit dorky.
Well, I'll have a durry to that.
Tony, Tommy, whatever. I know York always calls him Tony.
It's my bad, dude.
Tommy, sorry, man.
I corrected it. I said Tommy after.
Yeah, basically,
Sorry,
Tommy, I can give it to you in a nutshell, though.
It's like when I get in trouble with Derek and Gregory from DJ Explorers, and I call them each by their other names.
Yeah,
You know.
Phil and Tom.
Yeah.
But no, basically, you do a video and you make sure you figure out a way to get Bagok in there. Like, a nice loud bagak. And, you know, you can talk about Bagoctober. You can talk about whatever you want. People get creative. People just send in whatever. And it's fun. Last year's was 7 minutes long. I'll play like 1 minute because the music's not here. All right.
Well, good morning. I just got up literally a few minutes ago. Got my coffee, which I haven't hardly sipped yet. So, bagok. Good morning.
And for a little alcohol for good measure. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Bagok!
It's Bagoctober. You know what that means.
All right, bagok, everyone. Bagok. There you go. Take it, Fernando. Take it.
That's the perfect way to end it right there. You get the idea. Josh Odom knocked it out of the park. Take it, Fernando. Take it. I asked him to send me another one with Fernando, but I think he says Fernando's at a different farm. I think Fernando's in the freezer.
Yeah. Fernando has been shipped up to Applebee's in Muskegon.
Yes. If you notice, though, do you see what happens when you shoot the video on vertical?
Yeah.
It fills up just this much of the screen. And if I stretch it out,
No bueno.
you look like Fernando.
Yeah.
So if you turn your phone sideways, then you don't have that issue.
So be it. Okay, we've got something we have to cover. And I mean that.
Yep, that was my next
I'm
talking
not saying
point.
I'm trying to squeeze it in. I'm saying we got to cover it.
Yeah, well,
It's
no,
important.
it's got to cover your feet, for heaven's sakes. If y'all remember last year, we also had a little thing we did here for the Coop called the Ship Show Sock Exchange.
As we approach the holidays.
And I don't know what the numbers were then, but I'd be willing to bet that we were somewhere around 400 in the group then. And by the way, Coop, I'd like to thank you. Last week I asked, can you guys join so we can get over 900?
Yep.
And the Ship Show numbers went way up. I think we're at like 910 already. And the subscriber numbers went way down. I don't know how that happened, but the Ship Show group grew. So now we're at 900. So there's so many more people. So the Sock Exchange is going to be a lot more fun, I think, this year. Because there's going to be more people involved. And I don't know if I can explain it as well as Liz. Maybe you can explain it better because I don't want to.
Well, I can't remember how it submits, but I think Liz is going to put a post on the Facebook group.
Yes.
And explain how it works. But if you say you're in, it means you're going to buy a funny, festive pair of socks.
Yeah, and some little tchotchkes.
And you're going to be matched up with somebody else, and you guys will exchange. And all you got to do is let Liz know you're in when she does the post.
She's going to do a post in the group that says, hey, if you're in, you need to respond in this post only. And I can't tell you how helpful it is when you respond to the post that it belongs to. Because otherwise you got to search in different places and people get left out, and that's where it's no good.
You can send just socks. You can fill the socks with random tchotchkes and whatever you want. But
yeah,
it was a fun thing to do.
So basically what happens is you say you're in, Liz takes all the names and pairs you up with another person, and you guys exchange addresses, and you guys send socks, and then what you do is when your sock package comes, you post it in the Facebook group where everybody can see, and it's a lot of fun. So Liz is going to be making that post. Liz, you want to tell us...
Would you look at this?
Tell us when you're making that post? Because Liz is the catalyst and the muscle behind it. Griff Girl says she's in. She wants to know if it's used or new. That's up to you.
You do you.
It's a blind pairing. I don't look at the names. Good point. Good point. And I will say this. Last year, there were quite a few requests by people, hey, I want this person. It cannot work that way because otherwise it would just be a mess. So that's that. So I'm looking forward to that too. So anyway.
Use socks.
Red alert. Sock exchange. Okay, we've covered all the bases.
I'm looking forward to it. That was fun. I'm glad we're bringing that back.
Yep.
Good job, Liz. Thank you.
Who'd you have last year? Do you remember?
The Barons.
I had Amy Franzak, I'm pretty sure.
Jason Barons.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So So, and she got him on time. That's right. She's one of the only ones. No, right here.
Oh.
Well, guys, I think we've covered all the bases, right?
I think so.
I don't think we missed anything.
No.
You guys, appreciate you stopping by. Nancy says tchotchkes, but a sock on a bagok, says Donnie Luke. But we got to go. We appreciate you guys tuning in this week. It's been a fun week. Paul, thank you for calling in. And guys, if you missed it, please go back either tonight or tomorrow and check out Traveling with Bruce. He had Sharon at Sea on his live stream this evening.
Yeah, that was cool.
And I'm going to do that probably this evening after the show, so I only got to watch about 10 minutes of it, and I want to see how that went.
Well, and if you guys are inclined, you can check out Tony from Always Be Booked.
Yep.
He does a great show. Tony's awesome.
It's Tommy.
I know.
You son of a gun. Tommy, we love you. He probably left already because he's like, those two dorks don't even know. Speaking of which, I don't know what week you said that you're not going to be here. But Tommy has said that he will fill in for whatever week that might be, as long as it fits his schedule.
I thought opening day for my beloved Hunting Time would fall on a midweek day, but it does not.
Okay, good. So we can have him on with us, both of us.
I would
Good.
love that. That'd be awesome.
Tony, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out a date that's best for you, though. You know what I'm saying?
We'll have a whole evening of mature males discussing cruising.
He's like, what are you guys talking about? Mature males. He's like, you know what? I don't want to do this.
We'll drink beer filtered through jock straps.
Yes.
We'll have an awesome time.
You know that it's time to go when we start regressing into this kind of talk. So much fun, boys. I had a great time tonight. Thank you for joining us. Hit that thumbs up button. Good point, Liz. We got 65 likes. Hit that button.
Thanks, y'all, for being here. Appreciate it. Love hanging with y'all.
Sharon at Sea says we totally failed that event last year. I'm sure you didn't. Who is Tommy? Tess Almond? Tommy is Tommy Casabona from Always Be Booked. He does an amazing podcast. He also does a Patreon show every day that you can listen to. It's almost like his stream of consciousness. And after a while, after you listen to a couple episodes, you realize, like you get sucked in and you need your fix every day.
He's got the
his voice is just
he's
perfect.
got the quintessential radio voice.
Yeah, and he's so eloquent about how he describes things, and he's he knows a lot about cruising.
He's guested on the show. He's a friend of the show.
Yeah, Tess, you were probably here when Tommy was on with us. He was the guest host for York when York couldn't make it. What, a month ago, 2 months ago? I don't know how long ago it was, but that's Tommy. Yeah. Tommy says he's nobody. Don't worry about it.
Tony.
She knows him by the name Tony because you keep calling him that. So, all right. Check out Always Be Booked cruise podcast.
Yep.
I'm telling you, you will not regret it. And driving in the car, whatever it is you're doing, it doesn't matter.
It's I told you it's my ritual. I don't mean this in a slight in any way, but that's my grass cutting. That's what I listen to. always have an hour when I cut the grass, and that's what I'm listening to.
Right. Well, you ain't going to be cutting the grass soon, so you have to do it when you're snow blowing.
That's right. Yeah.
So Pauletta's out there. Pauletta's out there saying, does Tommy need any legal representation? All right. Ladies, gentlemen, we appreciate you joining. I would just like to ask, in the coming weeks, things are going to be happening politically, and I would ask and beg and pray that you do not use social media as a weapon. Be friends with each other and realize, regardless of what happens, it's still going to be a ship show.
Actually,
every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock.
You can do that all on social media. Just don't do it on the ship show page.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? Sometimes I'm thumbing through Facebook and I'm like, oh, there it is again. Oh, there it is again. I can't see anything. So last night I posted a picture of my dog because I saw 10 posts in a row: anti-Trump, pro-Trump, anti-Biden, pro-Biden. Republicans are losers, Democrats are losers, and it's like, yeah, we're getting a lot of.
I voted for Pauletta.
We're making tons of headway here. I can tell you that right now. That post was so amazing. Everyone's going to be a Democrat now, and that post was so awesome. I think they're all going to go back Republican.
Yeah, and all those yard signs are making me vote for a certain way.
Yes. Just be nice to each other.
Let's get
More
over it.
puppies.
Let's move on.
More pictures of your kids. And listen, let's get on a boat.
Yeah.
So we can have more pictures of the beach. Just be nice.
Well said. Well said.
We are here for love and fun. That's right.
Let's get on a boat and have more pictures of the beach.
Ship. It's really a ship.
Yeah,
I don't need anybody to correct me there.
No,
We
I
know.
I said it earlier, too.
We ain't got no time for that. I like where this is going. Good night, everyone. May the force be with you. We'll see you next week.
And also with you.
A bagak.
The Ship Show.
I'm tired of hanging round. We can need a night out on the town, but I'm sick of all the fellas out trying to cock block. You never stop, already feeling like it's a waste of time. But you're standing there alone. I can't help myself, cause it looks like you're thinking about leaving. Gotta conjure up a perfect little plan.